En dan gaan we naar de winnaar, Cohan van Dijk.
We're broken people now. We're broken people now. Tell me I won't never be nothing, ain't that something? I've risen from the bottom, I got 'em, eyes on the prize and inside 'em. Damn right I overcame, y'all know the name. We similar but never been the same. Everybody, yeah, they know the name right now.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What makes you unique as a kite surfer?
I feel like I have a very aggressive style compared to others. I give my own little twist on tricks. I think that makes me unique in a way. Also my positive energy, nothing to do with kiting, but I think I'm unique in that way. I might be a little bit crazier than the others as well, in a lot of different ways. Makes me unique.
So, how did you start with kite surfing and what motivated you to go on with it?
So I've been a very sporty kid, honestly. I've tried everything, dancing, fighting, cycling, but nothing really caught my attention. I've tried it all for a long time, and then I started sailing. My dad was always kiting. But I couldn't kite because I was too young. When I was 10, I passed my swimming degree, and I told my dad I wanted to go kite. He taught me how to kite, and then around the age of 12, I went to my first Dutch championships. I saw a road to compete, or I was like, okay, this is fun, I want to try that. And after my first competition, I saw that my level was quite okay, and I started believing I could win, and that's where I started training.
Like, what does your kite surfing career look like so far?
I started kiting, and my dad gave me everything I needed, basically. At 16, my dad's job, he didn't get fired, but didn't earn the money that he was earning. So I had to go and fight for it myself. That's where I started earning my own money, getting my first sponsorship with Nash. 4 years after that, working my way up in the competing ladder, getting more money slowly by slowly in contracts and working. I moved to North, and they gave me everything I need to be able to full-time compete. And since then I have been showing nice results, and I had a very good year last year.
Are you able to live from your sport right now?
Right now I'm earning enough money to eat, travel, and do the things I need to do. So I don't have any side hustles, or I don't need any side hustles. I still do have side hustles like coaching or other sponsors or people I'm helping out, but it's not necessary.
And do you find that there's any obstacles on the road you're driving?
I mean, there's a lot of obstacles in the sport, in life in general. Nothing's easy, you know. People from home tell me like, oh, you're in the sun with your balls the whole time. But I'm like, yeah, you know, I also need to train and go to the gym and do my job. Obviously, yes, I get to travel. A lot of ups and downs during my career, and a lot of hard times. I'm always positive, and you always get out of it stronger, and part of life as well.
So one of your obstacles is, for example, I think the injury right now.
Yeah, right now I'm going through one of the biggest obstacles physically with a knee injury. I hurt my meniscus. After tomorrow, I'm going to have my first session again, so I'm freaking excited. But that's physical. I mean, there's a lot of mental obstacles and things you go into with professional sports or as a professional athlete, with your job and also with your personal life, because that's what you're doing. You know, you're a professional athlete, but you're also a normal person. So you go through a lot of things.
Yeah, is it hard to combine your professional life together with your personal life?
No, my professional life is my personal life. So you do have to make your personal life your professional life, kind of, because otherwise it's not going to happen. You know, you need to give 100%.
Exactly.
But then you do have a personal life that you kind of have to say bye to, or things that you have to leave behind, and that always hurts.
And what are those things?
Like family, friends, things that happen around the people that you know or your home. Yeah. I struggle a lot with making plans, because obviously we're kiting and we need wind. You cannot plan with people like this month we're gonna do that, because I don't know if I need to be at a competition if I need to train somewhere or if a photo shoot comes up, everything is relying on wind. So if it's windy, I need a kite, no matter what the plans are.
Can you explain a little bit your routine on the water and off the water?
My routine on the water is to not warm up. Bad habit. I always just go straight into it. You always try to do 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on how good the wind is. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. So that's 4 hours a day in total, at least when it's windy. Then you obviously have steps with tricks. You start with tricks that you know you'll land 100%, and then you go into training tricks that you haven't done before or haven't landed before. Most of the time my strategy is to lock on one trick for the whole session, keep trying that, and obviously do some tricks around that, but I usually have one trick that I'm training for and just trying that all the time. If the conditions are right, if the conditions are different, I choose other tricks, like depending on the condition, what trick I'm training. For outside of kiting, I just try to be active with all kinds of sport. I like doing sports, I like being busy, and I like progress. Anything that has to do with sport and making yourself stronger and better just draws me.
So what motivates you the most during a session to get better?
What motivates me most is the vibe we have with our friends. We are a small, close community and we're all freaking passionate. We all want to train, we all want to win. That energy just boosts me, you know, it takes me, it grabs me. Wherein when I was younger, I was always training alone. And I still have that energy, but I do have the most fun and most progression when I'm with people, training with the friends. Yeah, those are the days you look up to or forward to, and those days keep you busy, you know?
What is your biggest fear during kitesurfing and how do you handle this?
My biggest fear during kiting is knocking out, because I've had some knockouts, proper ones, where I woke up in the hospital or, you know, you wake up crying on the beach. I feel like I have a weakness for it, you know, I can knock out pretty easily. Also because my crashes are maybe a little harder than others, or I crash a bit more than others. This is something that plays in my mind sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to knock out, or I don't want to crash and knock out. But I mean, you cannot not crash. But that's literally the only thing that plays in my mind, because it's really not funny to knock out.
No. And is there anything else that makes you afraid? Like other people or videos online or...
I mean, now with my injury, it's kind of hard to watch Instagram and watch everybody kite. But other than that, no, I love seeing others. I love kiting, anything. I'm not scared to try anything. I'm not scared of people, because things are just the way it is.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm scared for is to hurt myself again. Not scared, I would say, just cautious.
Yeah. Has there ever been a moment where you thought, I'm stopping, I'm quitting kitesurfing?
I've thought about stopping a lot of times, honestly. First of all, because it's hard to get money. Second of all, because with freestyle, I didn't see myself winning. Then third of all, like I said, my dad taught me kiting and made me a good kiter until 16, and for me in my head it was something that he has built, so on that moment I wanted to say no to everything he's done for me. So there's been three points in my life where I definitely thought I would like never try or do it again. Not necessarily, but I was just done with it and not motivated, you know. I've lost my motivation and found my motivation multiple times.
And what was that motivation to keep going through with kitesurfing?
I guess every time I quit, I missed it too much. And that's then just riding, you know. I missed just riding because the friends and the people you still have around you. But kiting, if you stop kiting, you get depressed. I think all of us and all the people that I know my age and that are getting into kiteboarding will kite forever until we're broken,
Done.
80 years old.
You're the winner from last year.
Yes.
Is there a way you would train like specifically for an event, or is it just all the same every time?
To be really honest, for a competition in Holland, yes, I specifically train for that, because every spot has different conditions and every spot has their sweet spots and allows you to do different kind of things. So in Holland, the conditions are so hard that you have to adjust your level to you know, get the points you want to have on the end of your heat. In Holland, you take a step down and just make sure that your style looks good, you know, you've got your tricks and that you can fill up your heat. in other countries, other competitions, the level can be way higher and way less powerful, or you know, it really depends. But I'm definitely working up to the Dutch Championships 2024.
And who do you see as your biggest competitor in this competition?
Last year, I almost lost against the underdog, and I want to name his name as well, but I don't know his name.
Victor.
Victor. So this little underdog almost beat my
Yeah.
ass in the finals. That was scary. I have the strategy to go as big as possible, because I know that the Dutch Championships is all about height and extremity, and us Dutchies, we have a special way of kiting. And so I'm definitely trying to tick the boxes and try to win over all the Dutchies with height and extremity. And then I just want to make everything look extremely smooth.
So for this year's championship, what do you hope to reach in the event? Like, what's the goal for this event?
I want to defend my title. Like, saying that you're Dutch champion is pretty insane, you know, because Holland has freaking good riders. So being the best of Holland feels good, you know, also towards the outside world, or talking to other sponsors that are Dutch, you know, it's like, I'm Dutch champion, so yeah, I'm your number one. So I just want to defend my title. I just want to win again, stay that Dutch champion.
We're broken people.